You know who else badly needs a win? The Seattle Seahawks. Let's talk about 3 keys to getting one against the Rams. Bump, what's your first?
It's who will get after the quarterback the most. We know that Geno's been pressured. Seattle, the quarterback here in Seattle, Geno Smith, he's been hit 30 times this year. The Rams, 28 times. Matthew Stafford. Pressures, Seattle has experienced 76 pressures. The Rams, 62. Pretty comparable so far. Hurries, Seahawks, 25, Rams, 17. Sacks, Seattle's quarterback has been sacked 21 times. The Rams quarterback, Matthew Stafford, has been sacked 17 times. We know that Geno's like a sitting duck sometimes in that pocket. And they don't move the pocket very much. Yesterday, I recommended, Grub, if you're listening, maybe move that pocket once or twice throughout the game. And then we know Matthew Stafford isn't the most mobile quarterback either. He's getting older. He does get the football off in a timely manner. But hit the quarterback. Make life difficult. The quarterbacks are what make these teams go. Matthew Stafford has his weapons now. Sounds like Puka is going to play. The offense looks a bit different with Geno Smith. We're hoping that DK plays. It sounds like he might not play. You got to make that quarterback's life a living you-know-what. So my first key is simple. Hit the quarterback, sack the quarterback, pressure the quarterback, disrupt that rhythm, and you have a chance.
I really do feel like sometimes when you talk about a defense that's failing as a whole, you look at the entirety of the defense, it feels like the pass rush has been solid. Like, I love this key because I'm excited to see what they do if they do force 3rd and longs. You haven't gotten into a lot of pass rush scenarios. Like when you're facing 3rd and 1, 3rd and 2, 3rd and 3 all the time, or not facing a 3rd down at all, you don't get to rush the passer in the same way.
Yeah, it's a different game. It's a different game when you become predictable,
right?
And the playbook isn't wide open. When the playbook is open, the defense has to take into account every little thing that you do. So, pressure the quarterback, get into some favorable down and distances, and get after it.
Well, I wish our next key could be wear black alternate uniforms like the Jets did to get that win over the Texans. I think there's magic in uniforms sometimes. Unfortunately, the Seahawks will not be able to do that because they don't have a black alternate, and you aren't wearing the throwbacks. So what's key number 2?
Key number 2. Kyren Williams has 533 yards and 8 touchdowns. Ken Walker has 315 yards and 6 touchdowns. I believe the Hawks still have the better running back. I do. Walker has 74 attempts on the year. 74 times he's been handed the football and said, run with it. Williams 139 times. There's a difference there, right? They're more explosive. The playbook is open. They're running the football. They're on time. Ken Walker has 5 runs of 20-plus yards, 4.3 per carry. Williams has 1 run of 20-plus yards, 3.8 yards per carry. Ken Walker has to look and feel like the better running back because I know that he is. Williams is a good running back. I'm not hating on Williams, 8 touchdowns. He can do his thing. But Ken Walker has to look like the better running back out there. If he does, that means that you're able to, again, open up the playbook and have variety when it comes to your play calling and keep the defense guessing. That defensive line for the Rams is good. The more I watch film, the more I buy into it. Dan Orlovsky put it on my radar at first. I'm like, Dan, you tripping. You just be saying stuff to get a reaction. But then
like
I go
with your
back.
Halloween candies, Dan.
Exactly.
Shut up.
Then I go back and I'm watching the film, and, those young guys on that D-line are pretty good. But you got to feel like Ken Walker's the man. Because out of those two, I will take Ken Walker every single day. The numbers are telling you that Kyren Williams is the better running back. He just has more than double the attempts that Ken Walker has. Yet Ken Walker has a better yards per carry, and he has more explosive runs. Let's get him going.
I would love to just see – this is the thing is I know that a part of the problem with establishing the run has been the situations you're in. You're not going to hand the ball off if, second, well, maybe you would at 2nd and 10. But point being, you get behind, you start getting in passing often situations. So I know that there's more than just, hey, draw up attempts for Ken Walker. That being said, I'd love to see them run early. If you are Ryan Grubb, Bump, do you call, let's say, 3 runs to start this game or a run to start this game? Just kind of get into your bag early.
First down, first play, I'm running the football. I don't care what they're in. I don't care if they stack the box. I don't care if they have 14 people in the box. Go throw a coach out there and somebody from the stands. Put 14 in the box.
Somebody from the stands.
I don't care. You run the damn
against
ball.
the rules.
This guy named Brad is an eligible receiver.
You know what? I mean, shoot, they're going to have a bunch of fans in Lumen Field anyway, right? The Rams, because we're giving away tickets. Go ahead and grab one of the Rams fans and throw them out into the football field as well. Yeah, you run the football. I don't care. You run it. You run your split zone. That's what they've had the most success running with the tight end and that little wing spot. Run the football the very first play.
Okay, what is your third key to a Seahawks win over the Rams?
Third key. These teams are similar in a lot of ways, and here's another way they're similar. They both have 5 interceptions and 3 fumbles recovered. Yet the Rams are even when it comes to turnover differential, and the Hawks are -4. So, again, win the takeover battle. It's not rocket science. It's not something that is going to just blow you away, these things that I'm looking at, but all these things are true, and they're similar when it comes to their quarterbacks getting hit and feeling pressure. When it comes to their run game, I think that you have the better running back in Ken Walker. He has less than half of the attempts, Kyron Williams has double the attempts of Ken Walker. It's crazy. They got one less game, but still, okay, take away 20 carries. You're still whooping them when it comes to the attempts. And then the takeaway, giveaway game. You have to create turnovers and protect the football. It's been a while since we looked at a game from the Seahawks and said, that was a clean game. I like the way that game was played. We haven't felt that in a while, so I need to feel it.